Day 32. Hey there, YouTube. Hope you like the new little logo animation. As I find the time, I'm just slowly trying to professionalize the channel a bit more. It's all a learning process, and I appreciate you coming along for the ride. I'm gonna do a quick voiceover of Day 32 because it was kind of all over the place, and then we'll get on to a normal commentary run. But the big thing that happened on Day 32 was finally breaking the piggy bank in the chapel and finishing off the purchases in the Mount Holly gift shop. Finishing off with the exception of blue tents, because we haven't completed 8 trophies yet, so we couldn't make that purchase. As a side note, I've since completed 8 trophies, and I very much wish I had held on to the Keeper of Tithes for that. Blue tents, small spoiler alert, cost 400 gold. So that would have been nice to have there. But honestly, this was not a particularly impressive run. We mostly got shut down by security doors, and we found a silver stopwatch, and, well, desperate to try and make some use out of it, kind of drafted some not ideal rooms. And yeah, it was just kind of a meh day. We did check out the first edition, i.e. unredacted version of the History of Arindia, which I'm really excited to check out because we're assuming that will have big implications for solving sigils down in the Sanctum. But really, that's it as far as interesting drafting went. So we head back to smash the piggy bank and buy out the gift shop, and somehow this whole day we never drafted an outer room or chose a Banner of the King. I think we just started drafting, and by the time I remembered, we were like 20 steps into the house, so I just kept going. And also, this was like hour 5 of streaming, so my brain was complete mush. So I decided to choose blue Banner and go draft an outer room on the off chance that we could pull a tool shed and get a key card. And I did that because we have a magnifying glass today, and slot E9 was free up in the top right corner of the house. But it was locked away behind a security door, and we've been really wanting to bring the magnifying glass to the master bedroom for a while, and the further ranks are more likely to have rare rooms, so we were hoping to pull a master bedroom there, but realistically, since I'd chosen blue on Banner of the King, I think I was going to be unlikely to pull it anyway. But anyway, when we go to draft our outer room, for some reason, we got the friggin' dark room effect on it. This one just has to be a bug. I can't think of any possible reason this would be intended. I was disappointed a bit, but mostly I laughed it off because this is like a really silly bug. But anyway, yeah, that was it for Day 32. Like I said, pretty uneventful, but we did buy out Dare mode and Curse mode. So, you know, I don't remember exactly how many more streams there are until we try those out, but I have completed both of them. So I will probably edit the, like, you know, many runs it took me to get those done down into like one super cut. So you can just see me beat Dare mode and Curse mode in 2 videos probably. So yeah, that's Day 32. I'll send it on over to some live commentary from the next stream a few days later. Enjoy. We'll have to do a big pass on our notes at some point. But in the meantime, let's pick a goal and really hunker down on it. We're on Day 33. 70 steps, 2 keys, that's from our clock tower yesterday, and 2 gems. Alright, looking at our notes, so maybe we work on a trophy today. This electromagnet mechanarium thing, I can't remember if we got a 7 or 8 door mechanarium, so I'm gonna leave this just in case, because I think maybe there's one more door left. This is a big question mark. We'll just do this if we see the opportunity. But if we are having like a mediocre day, I want to take a furnace and I want to take a freezer and just see if having both does something. I'm still under the impression we need to connect them or something, but we'll see. Magnifying glass to new clue, master bedroom, power hammer to the greenhouse. I can't believe we still haven't gotten that done. Right, we theorize that the burning glass maybe will work in the freezer. I mean it lights things on fire, so it definitely produces heat. This still seems like a stretch to me, but yeah, very excited about all the new library books. I think this one is waiting for us, which is going to be really cool. Reservoir is, I think, good to be moved. We don't really need to keep that here. The only thing we need to know from this is that 6 is the entry layer, but that's okay. I don't think we really need that right now. Find the last microchip. I really have no idea where to find that right now. Admin key for Blackbridge Grotto. Don't know. Yeah, we'll look out for a music room or ballroom, and maybe we'll try this. I mean, this kind of a part of that and seems like a big stretch. Run heat to the freezer. Yeah, this I'm gonna relocate to be just underneath. Run power to. Let's scoot that to be the last item on the list. Key to her ladyship's chambers. Right. Okay. So we have to get a tomb and her ladyship's chamber on the same day. So I think what I'm gonna do right now is run out to the outer room and just see if we get tomb. And if we do, we'll make a solid effort on finding her ladyship's chamber. That's how I'm gonna start. If I do find the tomb, I then want to take bedrooms with my Banner of the King. We did find it. Okay. Cool. So we'll go tomb, and now we will draft as normal for a little while. Try and set up a south-facing west flank draft, and before we draft it, we'll select bedrooms with Banner of the King. And while we're at it, we'll maybe try and find a magnifying glass and get the magnifying glass to the master bedroom as well while we're at it. So I'd kind of prefer the den. I will take the library because I believe we have a new book waiting for us. Yes, straight into it. History of Arindia. Cool. Ajira to Uraja. Interesting. Alright, now, the only thing about this book is that I don't really remember what was redacted from the first one or not. I think it was a ton of stuff. So, let's see what lore we get out of this. I think we're about to learn a lot here. Forward. Arindia was once the name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters. Realms of the Eastern Waters, okay. Though the term is no longer employed in the halls of politics, today, the realms inherited by the three, Benares, Archeries, and Araja, once again stand united as allies. Though the distance between our peoples has grown, our connection to this land remains as strong as ever. The spruce and birch that span across our realms serve as a constant reminder that we all share a common past, and as those trees continue to grow, so do our hopes for a common future. A future where we're not defined by the colors of the banners we raise, but by that which connects us, a land that we each call home. For this is, despite everything else, a land rich in history, a land of myth and wonder, a land that sprung forth the greatest empire the world has ever seen, the land of our fathers, of our mothers, and of our children. This land is, after all that has happened, still Arindia. Ooh, I got chills from that. Whoa. That caught me off guard. Cool. So, okay, so this Arindia. Okay, so Arindia is these three realms. That is Arindia. We don't know the name of the other side of the world, which if we look at our maps, it's kind of... that's not the map I was thinking of. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Moraven is one side of the map, and Arindia is the other side of the map. So looking at this, Arch Aries, Orinda Aries, and Nuance, and Araja. Okay, but Orinda Aries is now Fen Aries. Okay, cool. We're starting to understand the map. We still have very little information on the other side of the world. I see Morajai, Vera, and Korarisha. Alright, Morajai, Vera, Korarisha. Morajai. Oh, we've already got Korarisha. So, Morajai, Vera, and Korarisha. Okay. We at least know the names of all of them now. What's worth looking into is our schoolrooms. Okay, this one is the heart. And that one is Orisha. So is the southern region, so it's the hourglass. Raja is the hourglass. Okay, and from our classrooms, we also know heart orange, hourglass purple, mountain yellow. Yellow. Okay. Getting closer on a lot of this. We got a lot out of this. Like a lot. We are still missing. I don't know where we're gonna find information on the west half of the globe. Still curious about that. Ajira to Araja. The first era, often denoted as Ajira, and then the realm is called Araja. Okay. Very cool. That was a cool read. I really enjoyed that. Word. Now, I'm curious. The bookshop. Will this be a pointless room now? What could we possibly buy from this now? Okay, what was our goal even today? I got so wrapped up in reading the history book. We found the tomb, right, because we would like to try and unlock her ladyship's diary or whatever. Throw an aquarium here. And then throw a little dead end down in the corner. Or we got the conservatory. Okay. Oh man. I do always want to take the conservatory, but ironically, the hallway closet and the Geist, well, the hallway closet triggers off the aquarium, but the Geist bedroom is 6 rerolls, and that's just, we can't say no to 6 rerolls, especially when we're looking for a rare room like Her Ladyship's chamber. This shit is so creepy. Oh my god. Also, I thought it was like, quote-unquote, quantum, like this wasn't there until I took the die, but they're both there, right off the bat. I just didn't notice them because I'm not used to them being there, but this thing scared the absolute freaking crap out of me. I am not going to draft north here because I want the opportunity, I want to maintain opportunities to draft south along the western edge. And also, okay, Her Ladyship, Clara Epson, was from Ajera, which is south. So that's why you have to draft it facing south. That's really cool. I never put that together. I mean, I don't think I had enough information to have put that together earlier, but that is a very cool detail. You're the only true box, which means they're in here. I'm pretty sure that's right. I didn't check for counters, for if there's an opposite to that, but nice. That's a clever one. I like that one. I never want to say no to the drafting studio. Yeah, I mean, I never want to say no to the drafting studio. New rooms are just too good. So this, okay, I gotta add in our goals, drafting studio. Oh, I've already got that written down. I was gonna make sure that I had bring a magnifying glass written down. All right, what do we got? Yeah, we're starting to run out of options. These might be our only three left, or maybe there's one more. The vestibule's pretty cool. But dormitory also starting to look better to me. I think I'm gonna go casino because I've been talking about how fun it looks for a while. I would like to try the casino. Okay, rather than continue to forge onward, I'm gonna go try and fill in some of these gaps and pick up any keys that we left behind. I'll take it. What do you got for me? Green room's more likely to contain special flowers. Okay, that's good to know. Sliced, it's good. Single diamond and apples are more delicious. Okay. Gotta remember green rooms and apples. Green rooms and apples. This room definitely still has more to it. That's our planet. I know the names of these other planets now. Don't know what to do with any of that information. You son of a bitch. Lucky rabbit's foot in the coat check. It's good to know. Okay, I think now we will choose bedroom for Banner of the King, and we'll just try and get her ladyship's chamber here. Oh my god, this bunk room. Oh no, the aquarium. We don't have two. I gotta remember that. Aquarium counts as a hallway. Okay, redraw. We want her ladyship's chamber. Ah, we got it. Nice. Okay. Walk-in closet and boudoir we want to look out for. Good to know. Okay, so I think we'll take this, and then we will run out to... We'll run out to the tomb, get the key, and come back. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. And now that we have a queen, maybe today will be a good day to change our chess power. We have to look for an office because that's still the only room we know about that has a king in it. Okay, this is exciting. Oh, this went back down because we can never break the Keeper of Tithes again. That's too bad. It was a really cool effect, but I do wish I could do it again, or like a nerfed version of that. I'm gonna pop into the Blackbridge Grotto and just create an experiment real quick. Oh, you dunce. I don't think I can, because I still can't. I can't log in here. Ah, I still don't know the admin key. Okay, well, we wasted steps coming in here. That sucks. We're gonna be down to like 24-ish steps by the time we get back inside. Decision making that does not revolve around steps. Whoa! Are there always two die here now? Whoa! Key to her diary. Ah, okay, it's just another spot for two item spawns. That makes sense. And two die come as an item sometimes. Okay. We're in bad shape on the steps front. But our real goal today was just getting into this diary. I want to see... Oh, hello, a gem. I want to see if there's anything else we can learn about this room now. I mean, it's very, very purple, which we originally thought was just because of the bedroom. But the purple flag is for a Jiren, or a Raja. I can't remember which. They're opposite of each other. There's a queen. There's her parents. And then in here is her husband, Simon. Yeah. Alright, let's unlock this diary. Cool. Her ladyship's sleep diary. Whoa, is it gonna be like a dream diary or something? 11779. My dear diary, after countless sleepless nights and failed home remedies, my physician has urged me to document my sleeping routines in the various bedrooms of our estate. It's his last hope that by tracking the caliber and length of my sleep in each room, together we may come to a deeper understanding of my condition and perhaps with luck find a more favorable environment in which I might finally find some amount of rest. Interesting. I mean, the fact that you're not sleeping is probably coming from the giant freaking war that happened, but the next night. My dear diary. To begin, I thought it best to start with my own room, despite already knowing how unstable it's been for my sleep as of late. Perhaps it is all the old memories that linger here, as it's impossible not to think of home among so many mementos of my youth. Nevertheless, I find comfort in gazing at the stars before dozing off, and it pains me to consider that if this trial is successful, it may be one of the final occasions that I sleep here. Damn. My room, sleep duration 2.5 hours. Quality, peaceful despite brevity. Observable effects. I awoke the following morning with 10 less steps, but also observed an additional star in the sky. What? Can I... Oh, wow. I bet if I have a sleeping mask, I can sleep in this bed. Wow, how have I never thought to try that? I'm almost certain if I have a sleep mask, I can sleep in any of the beds, and this is gonna tell me what effect it has? That's so cool. Okay, new entry. New entry in miscellaneous. Bed effects. Think smaller. Think smaller. I'm thinking too big again. For ladyships. That's a really cool effect. The +1 star because of the skylight. Think smaller. Oh. I guess if I just end the day in here, I don't actually have to sleep in the bed. I'm guessing if I end my day. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Makes sense. I like my solution better, if I'm being honest. I think the sleep mask is a cooler effect, but okay. If you end your day in those rooms. Wow. That's a whole nother element of things to keep track of now. Guest bedroom. I'm assuming this will still apply to our Geist bedroom. Last night I retired to the guest room, as I have yet to gain the courage to ask anyone to surrender their room to me, even for a night. 4 hours of sleep, quality very fragmented, observable effect, nothing special. Okay. It was strange to sleep in the childhood room of my late husband. Oh. Simon is dead already by 79. Okay. The next morning, I went to the family tomb to visit his grave, and was surprised to find a flower already laid. What? Servants' quarters. I could not bring myself to ask Hartley directly if I could borrow his room for my sleep study. The mere thought of it was mortifying. Instead, I decided to roll the die, as he often puts it. Effects. About half the steps the following day, I discovered a stray die had found its way into my pocket, which was hardly shocking given Hartley's history. Okay, so yikes. Servants' quarters. Half steps +1 die. That is a big price to pay. I don't think half steps is worth 1 die. I mean, it's nice because if the next day you really want a certain outer room or something, you can just go straight for it, but damn, half steps. My dear diary, I have to confess that I was initially hesitant to spend the night in the Baron's room. Observable effects. I woke feeling very refreshed with more energy and more steps than usual. Alright, so we don't know exactly how many, but just more. Master bedroom. More steps next day. Say more. Alright, as fate would have it, 25th, 3 days later. As fate would have it, just as I had begun to make progress on my quest of slumber, a most joyous event has interrupted my progress. My beloved daughter has given birth to a son. It's me! and has requested my presence in town to assist her during this exciting but demanding time. For now, I shall take my leave of the bedrooms of Mount Holly, but I'm certain, dear diary, that one day I shall return. Lady Clara Epson, grandmother. That's very cute. What? Dahale? Um, okay. That's the little bridge that leads to the outer room. But the outer room is drawn like the antechamber. Uh, what? I'm all kinds of confused by this. You're missing a pretty big piece of info, but you interpreted the drawing correctly. Okay. Okay. Missing a, yeah. Alright. That makes sense. We can't afford to go back and draft off this way. I think we have to just draft up here and see if we can hit some more steps. We do have bedrooms selected on our Banner of the King, so we can still pull... The boudoir will give us steps because of Her Ladyship's chamber. We could still pull a nursery. We kind of got to get over to the east side to try and pull a master bedroom. That would kind of save this run. Yeah, let's draft here first and see if we can get some steps. This would actually be a fantastic boudoir if we pulled that here. It's key carded. That sucks. We don't have a shovel. We still have, like, no items. I mean, we put so much focus on getting this done that the rest of today might be bricked, and that's fine. I kind of am expecting that to happen going forward now that our goals are so much more specific. There's our 10 steps from Her Ladyship's chamber. I really would like to take a nursery, but taking a nursery would give us 8 steps, and then we would have 28. We'd be 1, 2, 3, 14. We could afford it. We could afford to take the nursery and then go all the way around to the den. I think I'm willing to do that actually because we have 6 die and we can work our way through here. This might keep us alive, this nursery. Now, the fact that we are going to get to draft off of the east wing, and we have the Banner of the King set to... Oh wow, I forgot to even check for this. Oh my gosh, and a sledgehammer? I walked right by this? Holy crap. Wow, really glad I looked at that. I was gonna say, we're very likely to find the master bedroom at some point now. And we gotta remember to go use our keys at the locker room if we have leftovers at the end. Wow, triple key, I love that, that's cool. And a bunch of gold. Alright, I'd be very excited about seeing a kitchen. Can I get an office? No. Yikes, can't take any of these. Though I would like to. Oh, really? I couldn't get a right-facing classroom? That would be so nice to have found. Holy crap. How are we not hitting a right-facing room? Oh god. Okay, we found a dining room, but geez, that was brutal. Does the bell go off? No? Okay. So the lunchbox shows up back here when you reach rank 5. Okay. Really cool. That's nice. That's a really good upgrade. Oh my god, we've only reached rank 7. I thought we'd reached rank 8. Crap. Interesting that tunnel counts as a drafting room. That's kind of cool. I don't like taking this, but I will. Still don't know what's up with tunnel. I'm kind of tempted to just blast tunnel all the way up to the end and see what happens if I try and draft it into the nursery, see if it like deletes the nursery or whatever. Is that dumb? I could just do it for science. If we had a magnifying glass, I would not even be considering this because I'd be wanting to find the master bedroom, but okay, I'll take the tunnel one more time, but maybe I should have rerolled there. There's our lunchbox. Locked again. We got a left-facing commissary. Okay. I'm being messed with. Alright, we have a couple options here. We can reroll, try and go right. We can tunnel, see what it does. We can take the bunk room and just end our day in it. Oh, it feels like a waste to go tunnel here. But I can't read the description of it. The tunnel says it like goes under and through other rooms or whatever. I think that's just lore. I don't think it's gonna actually go right through the nursery. So I'm gonna this is dumb. I'm gonna take the tunnel. This is a waste. Courtyard is key locked, yeah. Ah, yeah, I should have known. I should have known. Okay. My guess for the tunnel is that you need to build a certain length tunnel and then something will show up. Maybe like you need an 8-long tunnel. You need to draft a tunnel right off of rank 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A 7-long tunnel. You could potentially get an 8 if you don't run into the antechamber. But my guess is you need a certain length of tunnel, or maybe the tunnel. I had this like weird theory that the tunnel will end up with an open door to the outside if I run it into the edge. That's a maybe, but oh man, I knew that was dumb, but I had to do it for science. So now I think we run all the way back and end our day in her ladyship's chamber. I don't know. I guess it depends on the day. Sometimes I want to go through the painful process. Sometimes I just want to get it done. Oh, so many gems in here. I'm still convinced there's a secret somewhere in here that I don't know about. Okay, I think I've found this exact thing in this locker before. So maybe it is random. I have not confirmed that I've seen everything the locker room has to offer. Gems and another key. Thank you for the replacement key. More coins. Nothing to do with them though. Didn't draft a single shop, unless you count my aquarium. Let's use a couple steps to throw more money into the chapel. Oh, that doesn't matter anymore. Our piggy bank's gone. Ah, too bad. Alright, we'll call it a day here in her ladyship's chamber. Very cool. Let me find the gold that says bringing the key. Oh, I think I already moved that, didn't I? Architect's Inn. 7 bedrooms, 8 drafting rooms. 8 right, the tunnel. Tunnel counts. Total rooms 30, rank reached 7, steps taken. Still took 113 steps. Surprising. Yeah, I mean, we kind of know that some of our really particular goals are going to result in not super crazy long drafting days and stuff. So, I'm happy with getting that done. We now have another mechanic to work with, which is ending our day in certain bedrooms. So let's see, save and continue. Will the star pop up at the start here? I think we get +1 star and a couple extra steps, was it? 10 plus, so plus 10, oh, 10 steps less. Oh, no, we're only gonna start with 60. It goes down to 40 and then up to 60. That's funny. But we are up to 35 stars. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna run to the bathroom, refill my water, and then we'll start another day.